So lastly, let's touch on the idea that nobody is perfect and that there's really an aspect of continuous improvement around cyber. So how can a company address gaps maybe that have been uncovered in preparedness, education and training, how they assess their threats, the governance? How can they do that more systematically?
Yeah, very important. No one is immune from attacks. The assumption by the board should be that they provide a great deal of oversight and very helpful oversight at that by working with the CEO, CIO, COO, CFO, and so on to make sure that the security preparedness in the organization is in place. And that's a starting point. They also need to establish risk management playbook with existing business processes, detailed cyber incident response plans, crises action plans, and making sure that by the action steps, they're creating a cyber risk aware culture with the key aspects being systemically ingrained in the organization. Now, that's not an easy task. It doesn't happen overnight. But if you have that risk aware culture, you can make a lasting impact on a continuous improvement, because we will have to require continuous improvement in any organization because the threats and the nature of the threats are constantly evolving and changing. Good things are becoming bad things are becoming worse. And so you've got to continuously change. And the great thing is if you have a cyber risk aware culture seep through the organization, you'll have people in the trenches who have great ideas and great practices to be put in place, which will make the organization as a whole be more evolutionary and be continuous to be protecting all assets they've got, and with great innovative ideas coming from the trenches itself.
Mm-hmm. You touched on culture, which is so absolutely critical. I started up a strategic risk management program for General Motors, and it's really all about culture and behavior and people wanting to do the right thing and knowing what the right thing is to do. So I completely agree with what you've said.